Hello and welcome back to our series on Bible Nuggets. I'm Andy Blalock, joined by Brother Kriss Hammond.
Hello again, and actually we're really joined by a third person. We sometimes fail to mention this, but Brother Jeff Andrews, he's our engineer, he's our editor, he's our cheerleader, he's all
producer.
Of those things. Yes. And just wanted to mention him that he does such a good job putting this together for airing on YouTube and Facebook and the other platforms.
Yes, and we appreciate you, Jeff. He'll try to edit this part out, but we'll just keep saying it. So, no, we appreciate you, Jeff, very much. Our theme verse, as always, is Matthew 4:4. But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God."
Now, Brother Andy, let's suppose I was going to assign you a job, a monumental task.
Uh-oh. I don't like this already. What would that be exactly?
Well, I'm going to ask you to write something down.
Okay.
That's going to be saved throughout all time and available for all men to read.
My mom would say that's a tall order. That's a big deal. You sure you want me to do that? You sure want me to do that?
Well, let's say I'm going to give you the task of writing down the explanation of God's creation of the universe. I'm going to ask you to explain for all generations to come the wonder of that creation.
Wow. The problem is, like, where do you start? There's a lot to consider. Let's just start. Okay, there's the stars, of which there are innumerable, the planets, comets, asteroids, meteorites. It's a bit much to consider.
There's a lot there. You're right. There's an enormous amount to consider. You've got red giant stars and white dwarf stars and neutron stars and black holes and redshift and rogue planets. Well, it's pretty endless.
Yep. And, when you consider just the sheer number of stars and planets, I mean, it's billions upon billions upon billions. There's probably another word for it.
Google.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it seems like there'd really be an awful lot to write about.
Yeah.
After all, it's going to be your job to let all future generations know about this.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Well,
good idea.
How about if I put your mind at ease a little bit?
Yeah, please.
and tell you that God has already provided his commentary on the creation of the universe. Yeah. After all, since his commentary is really all we need,
True.
Perhaps we ought to see what it is.
Yeah, amen. I guess we'd have to go back to Genesis to see what God said about the creation of the universe.
That's right. So we're going to pick it up in Genesis chapter 1, of course. That's a good place to go.
Yes.
Let's read verses 14 through 16. It says this, "And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also." I want you to think about this. God's entire commentary on the creation of the remainder of the universe was summed up in those 5 little words at the end. He made the stars also.
That's not a lot of writing at all, but there's a lot of truth there.
Yeah, you're right. God really spends almost no time writing about the things that we would consider important. We would just go on and on and on about things like that. He spends virtually no time helping our curiosity there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But where does he spend time?
He spends time on his written word about man and sin and redemption.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because those are the things that are important to God.
That's right. Amen.
That's where God spends his time revealing things to us.
Yeah. The rest of the Bible, you have to think about it this way. The rest of the Bible is God's commentary on man, on man's condition, and on man's need of redemption and God's wonderful plan of salvation.
Right. I think this is just really further evidence for us that God is the author of this book. He's the author of the Bible and not man. Because, well, man, he'd just go on and on and on about stuff like this.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And he'd go on about the wonders of the universe and how this star was made and what's in here. But God doesn't do that.
No.
He speaks to us about the wonders of salvation.
Yes, amen. He cares for us.
That's right.
It's amazing. We hope this has been a blessing to you and hope you join us next time for our next Bible Nugget. God bless, and we'll see you next time.